Hey friends, I'm back. We're going to sing about habitats today. A habitat is, have you ever heard of that word? It's kind of fancy. It is where you live. We have a habitat. Animals have a habitat. We're going to mostly talk about animals and their habitats though. So first I want to talk about our habitat though. So if you can snap, I want you to snap. You can clap, you can flick, whatever. Habitat. Habitat, 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 habitat. So, apartment or house, whoop, wrong picture. Here it is. Apartment or house. You might live in an apartment or a house. Yep. Neighborhood or country. You might live in a neighborhood where they're close together or country far apart. Families big and small, it's called a habitat, 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 habitat. So that kind of makes up your habitat. That's where you live. You either live in an apartment or a house, probably. Trailer, I'm trying to think of other options. You might live in a neighborhood where the houses are real close together. You might live in a neighborhood, sometimes they call it rural, or the country, where you have more land around you and you don't live close to someone else. You might have a big family where you have lots of people that live with you. You might have a small family where you just have one or two people or one person lives with you. You might have your own bedroom. You might share your bedroom with somebody, with a sibling or brother or sister. I don't know, but that all makes up our habitat. What we eat, what we drink, who's around, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to talk about, I'm going to pick up my jar because it just dropped. We're going to talk about animals and their habitats, because there's lots of different habitats, right, that make up where animals live. So we're going to switch gears now and we're going to talk about that. So food, water, shelter, and space make up a habitat. It's where the animal's safe. It's where he works and plays. It's called a habitat. Da, 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 da. And we're going to do that at the end of everyone. Da, 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 da. Yeah. So I have some pictures again that just dropped. So I'm going to pick them up. And we're going to talk about some animals and where they live. And the habitats that I think I'm going to choose for today, because there's so many. I'm back. There's so many to choose from. I think we're going to choose desert, backyard. Did you know that was a habitat? It is. And ocean. So I've got some animals here. They were all turned over real nicely and everything and ready to go. And then I dropped it. All right. So I've got him in here, my little drum. So if I were with you, I would have you do this part, but I'm going to do it since you're not here. And that's okay. You're going to help me put them in the right place. Okay. I'm going to move you back a little bit, down. We have our backyard. Your backyard might not look just like that, but there's a backyard. We have the, what's that one? Ocean. Yep, it's the water. We have the desert. Ooh, it's really dry, lots of sand and things like that. So we're going to see if we can decide what animals live where. Let's see. Let's do this one. So where does the camel live? Where does the camel live? Where do you think? Does a camel live in your backyard? I hope not. He should not live in your backyard. What about, do you think he lives in the ocean or the desert? Yeah, the camel lives in the desert. Da, 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 da. Yep, he likes it dry in the sand. That's where he lives. Yep. Did you get that one? I hope so. Let's do another one. Let's do this one. Where does the cat live? In the desert, ocean, or backyard? What do you think? You might have one. Yeah, he lives in the backyard or in your house. Da, 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 da. But out of these, a cat would be in the backyard, right? He wouldn't be in the ocean, no. And he wouldn't be in the desert. It's too hot. Yeah. Okay. How about where does the, what is that? Do you know what that is? Kind of creepy. Yeah, it's an octopus. Where does the octopus live? He swims all around. So the octopus lives in the ocean. Da, 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 da. Yeah, he lives in the ocean. You're right. I hope you got that one. All right, let's do a couple more. How about this one? Where does the, what is that? What animal is shaped like a star? There's just one. Yep, it's a starfish. Where does the starfish live? In the backyard, ocean, or desert? What do you think? Yeah, he's down here on the ocean floor. He lives in the ocean. Da, 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 da. Yeah, they're way down there in the bottom on the sand. Let's see. How about, this is a trickier one. Let's do this one. Ooh, do you know what this guy is? It's a lizard. I don't know exactly what kind of lizard. I don't remember when I got him, but yeah, it's a lizard. Where does the lizard live? In the backyard, ocean, or desert? This is kind of a tricky one. What do you think? He's a reptile, so he likes dry, hot conditions. Yeah. He lives in the desert. Da, 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 da. That was tricky because do we have lizards in our backyard? Yes, we do, don't we? But they're not those brown, horned kind ones. They're those green ones, the geckos, right? Yeah, those are the kinds of lizards that we have. Let's do one more. Where does the, you know what he is? Shark. That's right. Where does the shark live? In your backyard? I hope you don't have a shark in your backyard. That'd be tricky. Ocean or desert? The shark swims in the ocean. Da, 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 da. Yeah, exactly. I bet you got that one. Yeah, you couldn't have a shark in your backyard. If you could, would you? I don't know. They're interesting creatures. How about our squirrel? He's in our backyard, yeah. But yeah, so your backyard is even a habitat. Things like birds, dogs, cats, frogs. Sometimes a possum will come in there, right? Skunk will come in there, although that's not their natural habitat. But yeah, things like that live in your backyard. You might have ants, bugs, spiders, stuff like that. And then we know our ocean animals. All right, I've got one more song I want to do with you guys. I hope you've heard of this song because I really like it. Because this next little story is based on this song. Let's see if my guitar's out of tune now. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. You know the song? Yeah, so we're gonna sing. We're gonna use that tune. Do you know that song? It's from The Lion King. It's not originally from The Lion King, but yeah, that's a good one. So that's about in the jungle. That's his habitat. The mighty jungle. The lion sleeps tonight. So that's what that song's about. Yeah, that's about his habitat. So he's in the jungle. So we're going to look at some different animals and where they live. So first we're going to talk about what a habitat is. An animal's habitat is its home. It's where it sleeps at night. So these are different animals. This is a camera from way up high. Took a picture of these elephants sleeping. Aren't they cute? Here's what's this guy? Yep, it's a bear. Where's he sleeping? He's in a cave, isn't he? Yeah. Here's a horse. Where does it look like he's asleep? It's hay, which is probably inside a barn. Yep. There's a raccoon who's sleeping in the forest. Ooh, look at this guy. Here's the tiger in the jungle or the rainforest. Yeah. All right. So those are where they sleep. It's where an animal eats and plays and lives with its family. So some of these pictures are animals who are eating and some of them they're playing with their family. So we've got pandas. They're in the rainforest, it looks like, eating some bamboo. What are those guys? Those are tall giraffes in the savannah. Yep, they're eating some tree leaves, it looks like. Those are some cows. They're eating on the farm, eating grass. Look at these guys. Yeah, they're leopards. They're playing, aren't they? Maybe they're brother and sister, brothers, I don't know. And then what's this guy? Yeah, it's a gorilla. He's eating, looks like berries maybe, in the rainforest or jungle. All right, let's see what's next. All right, let's go to the forest first. In the forest, the dark forest, trees are everywhere. There's trees everywhere. It might be hot or it might be cold. Lots of animals live there. Wow, look at that. Who's right here in the middle? This guy. Yeah, it's a fox. You know what these guys are? They look kind of like dogs. They're wolves. There's our bear. There's some deer. And this guy in the tree is an owl. Yeah. Yep, that's the forest. So lots of trees. So you're going to have lots of animals that like trees. They sleep under the trees. They climb the trees. They sit in the trees. Yep. And lots of shade. So it's probably kind of cool, but sometimes it can be hot too. All right, let's go to the ocean. In the ocean, the blue ocean, animals swim to and fro. The ocean's deep and wide enough for whales to come and go. So the ocean's probably the biggest habitat. There's so many oceans and they're so big. Yep. And it's all blue, isn't it? We've got our jellyfish. Here's a dolphin. Cute. That is a shark. This is a big old tuna. And here's a whale and her baby. So cute. So there's the ocean. But it's pretty cold there. Talk about cold. Here's our Arctic habitat. In the Arctic, the freezing Arctic, it is made of ice. Animals have warm fur coats to keep them warm at night. And did you notice they're pretty much all white, except for the penguins have their black feathers, but they're almost all white. So that helps them to hide from their predators. Yeah, when it's snowy. Here's our Arctic fox. Our harp seal, isn't he cute? Yep. Here's our polar bear. Penguins, they don't have fur, but they have real thick feathers. Yeah. And then Arctic hare, which is another word for rabbit. Aren't they cute? They look pretty cozy. They've got to be, though. They got to have those warm fur coats for that icy coldness. All right. Here's the opposite. In the desert, the hot desert, it is mostly sand. Animals who like dry heat live on this land. So we saw the camel from before. There's that silly lizard. I probably need to find out the name of that lizard because someone's gonna ask me that. This is a, oh shoot, it's a vulture. Yeah, vulture. Here is a jackrabbit. So look at those legs. Those ears. Oh my goodness. He pops so high. Do you know what this one is? Yeah, it's a scorpion. Ah! They're small, but I had to kind of blow the picture up so they'll sting you. I don't think I've ever seen a scorpion in real life, but I'm good. I don't want to. And yes, snakes live in the desert, but what does Miss Kelly never post, never show? Snakes. Nope, I don't even like the pictures. But yes, they live in the desert. They could also be here, which is tragic. In the backyard, the grassy backyard, animals love to play. Oh, look at that cute donkey. Some of them are our pets that we play with every day. So yeah, the backyard is its own habitat. You're gonna have dogs, squirrels, that's one I didn't mention earlier. Some people have rabbits, either just running around or in cages, birds, cats, yeah, and then lots of bugs. I didn't really put those because they're so small. But yeah, they have their own little habitat back there. All right, our farm. On the farm, the wide open farm, animals run and play. Farmers take care of all the animals every night and day. Yeah, so these animals are very well cared for. The other ones we talked about, except for the backyard, are more in the wild where they have to fend for themselves. Not here, no, they're good. They've got a farmer and their helpers that feed them every day. So the cows are chickens, a donkey. We have, is that a rooster? I think it's part of the border, a rooster. We've got horses and pigs. Look at that. Yeah, so farmers work hard to feed all their animals, right? But yeah, that's a habitat for sure. All right, this is one I haven't covered yet. So mountains. In the mountains, the Rocky Mountains, animals live up high. These animals are good climbers and like it cold and dry. Look at that. Yeah, you got to be a good climber or be able to fly to live in the mountains, don't you? Lots of rocks. We've got our snow leopard. Isn't he pretty? And a cougar. Ooh, I wouldn't want to get in his way. A mountain goat. Look at those mountains in the background. Yep. A wolf. I don't know if it's mountain wolf, I can't remember. And an eagle. Yeah, so they might hatch their, lay their eggs way up high in a tree up there in the mountains to keep them safe. Yeah. The mountains. It's cold way up there in the mountains. It can be wet, but the air is usually pretty dry. All right. It's their habitat, their habitat, their habitat, habitat, their habitat, their habitat, their habitat. Let's just continuing the song. So we've got our polar or wetlands. We've got the marine, which is like the ocean. Urban. Urban's another word for the city. Some people live in the city. That's a whole nother habitat. Yep. Not much grass there, lots of concrete. And then one more picture of some habitats. The habitat, the habitat, the habitat, the habitat. There are mountains, grasslands, rainforest, desert. Yeah. I didn't even do grasslands, the plains, look at those elephants. So there's so many different habitats, but now you kind of know what it means. Yeah, it's where you live. Everybody has a habitat and you have your own special habitat that you live in because your family helped make it up and your house where you live or apartment or wherever all make up your own habitat. So we all have them. Yep. Thanks for singing with me today and I will see you next time. Bye.